Bienvenido, raza, a Puro Potente, where everything we talk about is potente. The past, the present, and the future. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing? How's it been, Q? It's been a while since I talked with you. Since practice. What's going on?
Bro, I can
good,
barely
buddy. How
hear
y'all
you over
doing,
the
man?
music. Hang on.
How about you, Johnny?
Doing good, man.
What's going
just
on,
here,
Q?
bro. Had a good work week. And just here, man. We got a little bit of rain. We got rained out today. We were supposed to work late. I probably wouldn't even been here right now. You remember I was telling you earlier. Pero de buenas que the rain got us in a certain spot and they rained us out early, bro. So para la casita, bro.
Well, is that good or is that bad? Because I'm sure you
Well, I
lost
mean,
money if you didn't work.
it's good because it's Friday, but it's bad
It's
because I
good. No,
lost out on more
hey,
hours.
no, it's only good because you make an abundance of money, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's what.
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey, bro, cuando te están pagando por hora, vato, puro Cadillac. Esa troca
oh, you,
bro.
that's why I don't
Puro
work. You
Cadillac.
know, I gotta be put contract labor way because I want to
Yo,
make the money as
I'm
fast as I
contract,
can.
I'm contract labor, pero cuando te están pagando por hora, I'll take it, brother. Shit.
How about you,
Esa
Q? Have we
troca
worked out the
tiene.
technical difficulties?
Yeah, man, I don't know what happened, man. All I heard was the music. I couldn't hear you at all, man.
Well, now I can
I'm
hear you.
messing with the setting.
Yes,
But
now
I
I
don't
can
know.
hear you. A while ago, you were a little bit, so you seem to be a little bit more in there. So, how's your week been, Q? What is that behind you to your left? Is that some cat or some? Is that another
That's
animal like Sylvester? Is
a
that another
bat.
Sylvester? Oh, it's a
It's a bat.
bat.
Yeah, it's a bat.
I thought you had another Sylvester there.
Another riding buddy. Another riding
No,
buddy
Another
right
Sylvester's
there.
right
riding
here.
buddy.
The otter's up here, man. The otter's up there. He's chilling.
Ay, ay, ay.
No, man, it's been a rough week, man. I've been sick, dude. I got sick on we went to the coast. Well, I told you, we went to Corpus for Father's Day. We're out there. We went to the Rock and Roll. James, go see him over at Mesquite, um, Mesquite Street Pizzeria, Pizza and Pasta or Comedy Club. Y that night, man. Well, I was already feeling sick when I went there. Y luego, pues overnight, it got even worse. And then so we went fishing and stuff over in Corpus, man. We had a good time. Caught a few fish. Almost got caught in the rain there, pero desde entonces he estado malo. The Tuesday we went to a concert over in San Antonio at Vibes Event Center. Went to go see Dance Gavin Dance and who else did we see? Home Team and Belmont. And there was one other band I don't remember the first act. I don't remember the name. But yeah, man, I was in bad shape, dude. I don't know. No me acuerdo cómo llegué. Cómo
Well,
llegué
you
a
need
mi
to hurry up and get on the
casa,
opposite
no
end
sé.
of this because we got 2 weeks to the day, right? We're gonna
Like,
be in Monterrey.
day before yesterday, man, I was feeling pretty good. Even yesterday early, I was feeling good. Y luego me pegó otra vez anoche, so I don't know. Just coming in waves, but hopefully by I don't know, maybe by Sunday or Monday, I'll be in good shape.
Saludos,
Yeah.
Roman Torres. Good evening, brother. Saludos a
So
todos.
much.
Saludos a ti, mi amigo. Muchísimas gracias por sintonizar al programa. Guys, we have a special guest today. Our very first official guest. We had Ali on, but Ali is more like a family brother. You know what I mean? Even though he doesn't play Potente, I mean, hell, he's got Potente in his veins, brother. You know what I mean? So it's not the same, but we've got a special guest from West Texas, Daniel Fantasma. All right, let's bring him on. Let's see, right here. What's up, Daniel?
Saludos.
How have you been,
What's
brother?
up?
What up,
Doing great,
Daniel?
good.
It's bienvenido a nuestro programa. Thank you for taking the time, first and foremost, to come out on our show. Like we said, you are our very first official guest. Like I said, it's not our family, so it's gonna be awesome, man. We're always gonna remember you for this. So I
Heck yeah.
appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, dude. Appreciate it.
No, no. Like I said, I've got to meet you on Dina's show. Was it last week? I think it was. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, man, it was awesome to get to hear your music. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. First time I heard your music, I like what you're doing, specifically what you're doing with Sterling. That's
yeah,
great. I like the music that you guys are that y'all are putting together out there. You know what I mean? So I really that really enticed me to bring you on. And what I'm going to tell you is that I'm very happy how we did this because I don't know. I know you have a promoter that works with you or something, and so
yeah.
do I. But I believe that the artists and the hosts of the shows should be the ones that put this together. We shouldn't need any middlemen,
Right. No,
right?
that's for sure. Yeah,
It's so much better. There's no miscommunication. I'm messaging with you. You're messaging back with me. I get to know you even before we get on the show. It's a relationship that's already flowing. You know what I mean? Before
right.
you even get on the show, a lot of times there's a lot of mix-ups when you're bringing in promoters and managers and all this shit. So
Yeah.
I want to thank you for saying yes first and foremost when I asked you,
Oh, dude, heck
not
yeah.
having to go through your people.
Yeah.
Q, you got anything to tell Daniel?
What's up, brother? It's good meeting
What's
you, man.
up,
This is the
man?
first time I've ever spoken with you. I didn't know anything about you until Anthony told me we're gonna have a guest on next week, and he sent me some your music, some links, and I was like, hey, man, that's pretty cool, man. I really enjoy what you're doing, man.
Ooh,
And
appreciate it.
he also was telling me, me dice este vato, hey, well, I don't know, man. He's into that. You know, you ever heard of emu? And I'm like, yeah, bro,
Really?
from no, no, le digo, yeah, from the Liberty Mutual commercial, right?
Don't even
And
need
he's
that
like, no,
commercial.
güey, la música. Le digo, oh, you mean
La
emo?
música.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I thought you meant
Hey,
the
yeah.
Liberty, Liberty, Liberty,
Ay,
Liberty.
Did you
pinche
say you
Q
went
no
to go
vales
see?
madre, güey.
Did you say you went to go see Dance Gavin Dance?
Yeah, bro, yeah, I
How
sure
was
did.
that show?
It was good, man. They rocked it, bro. They rocked it, man. It was a good show.
Sweet.
It was when was it on last Tuesday, man?
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
went to go see. That's the second time we've been there. Last time we went to go see, baby. Who did we go see? Chiodos. We went to go see Chiodos.
Oh, really?
And Hawthorne
Dang.
Heights was there
Shoot.
también.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So in the last year and a half or so, man, we've been to probably maybe 8 or 9, I guess 7 or 8, something like that. We went to go see
Sweet.
Bad Omens and Pierce the Veil and the
Okay.
Used, and so yeah, man, a lot of
Man, you
bands.
can't hit all the shows. We ain't getting nothing here in West Texas, man.
The,
Man,
the,
you need to come down to where Q's at. Y'all can go together.
I know. You
Hey, Q, get on the X39 patch. Carmen said he'll
ya
hook you up.
lo
Ya
vi
lo
este
vi.
vato. Diabólico.
Hey, only Johnny got deep enough pockets to get that X39 patch. His
Not me, brother.
X39 patch is that Bud Select 55. What are you drinking back there?
No, no, no lo va a pagar, güey. He's gonna, va a negociar el vato. He's like, well, I can't give you cash, but I know a guy who knows a guy who can get you this, man. Le va a pasar el
I know, guy.
X39 patch.
I got you. I got you.
I got you. I got you. What's up, Richard? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. How's it been going with Grupo Sensación and what's it, Conjunto Flavor, right? Is that right, Johnny? Conjunto Flavor? Yeah, how's it been going, bud? Seeing that you're doing some shows with, what's it, Conjunto Sensible? Is that right? Or not Sensible?
No,
Sensación.
no,
Grupo Sensación.
sensación,
Grupo
sensación. Yeah.
Sensación. Yes, Grupo Sensación. I've seen a lot of flyers of them. So that's good, man. I'm glad you're working, Richard. That's great. Uh Daniel, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you start? What got you into this first? I'm sure you didn't get into the music that you're recording now. What got you? What kind of steel captivated you? And just tell us a little bit of your start in this?
All right. So when I was about 8, that's when I started to pick up the. So first instrument I picked up was the accordion, and it was pretty much just watching Johnny Canales on Saturdays and watching the bands and wanting to mimic what they do and everything. And of course, you had like Albert and then Hyman, always throwing down, and that's
Awesome.
what got me wanting to learn. And my dad was actually a musician as well. It was kind of funny because he was like a I would say he was like a secret musician. Like I didn't know until me and my older brother started showing interest and
Yes.
wanted to play. And just like one day, he my dad had this guitar and he was playing. I was like, I didn't know he played. What the heck? So my first accordion that my dad bought me, he bought it for $50. It was one of those old Honer, the 2 rows,
Yeah,
Wow.
old
the
school.
Ericas.
I should have brought that out, but I have it somewhere. But that's how I learned, and he bought
And
it
you
for.
still have it after all these years?
I still have it.
Man, that is awesome. A
Yeah.
Q, the one he's famous for. Hell, he don't have it. I have it here, hidden up there, and we need to fix that.
I know.
Yeah.
So, you started with the accordion, and
Mhm.
well, let's be honest, because we're honest here. Q, we always make fun of Q. He would be playing the accordion because he's a accordion player, right? And I remember playing. We first started. We had Ali. He's playing some old Ramon Ayala. He thinks he's sounding like Ramon Ayala, and he really doesn't sound like Ramon Ayala. Okay. Now today it's a different story, but in those days he's like, I got it just like Ramon Ayala. I said, man, estás tocando en primera, la música está en segunda.
Uh-huh.
What's going on? So tell us, how long did it take you before you felt that you were, you know what, I'm pretty good at this?
You know what? Honestly, I mean, I would play, and like you're saying, like the way I learned was puro single notes.
Of course,
Like I would hear the
Hell
song and
yeah.
play puro single notes.
got to.
And we actually used to cover y'all's guys' songs también. Linda Morenita, and my favorite one was Cuando Empieza el Amor. We w- we would jam those on
El
a gig.
amor.
So
Ah, dude, that's a
I
good
love
yeah,
it.
one.
yeah. And then but honestly, when I guess like you're saying, when I felt that I was, maybe I'm pretty all right at this.
Yes.
Um, it's probably around, I want to say, like, see, because I had stopped, so I had played from 8, and then when I was 13, my dad had passed, so I kind of pushed it aside, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
play the accordion anymore, and I came back to it in like 2011, and by then YouTube was out.
Yeah,
So
it was much easier to learn the songs
it
like
was,
that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I started like following tips and stuff like that, and I was like, well, maybe I can do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I would say. Probably like 2011 when I was like, okay, maybe I can make some more noise out of this thing. So yeah.
Well, that's great, man. And obviously, I know Q. He plays several instruments, like most of the musicians these days. So, what else do you play when you record something? Do you simply just stick to the accordion? What instruments do you actually play when you're doing your own music?
I do them all. Accordion, bongo, bass, and drums. I do drums as well. So
Awesome. That is
yeah.
great,
Hmm.
Yeah,
Johnny.
multi-talented, man.
No,
That's
I
awesome,
tell
brother.
you, it sounds like me, man. That's what I do here. I play everything. You got
Nah,
to.
but
It's
that's
the best
there's
way.
but yeah, there's a benefit in that, and it's because tú sabes lo que quieres escuchar.
Yeah,
You know what you want to
exactly.
hear and how you want to hear it.
Yep.
And sometimes trying to get another musician who's not in your who's not on the same, not necessarily on the same level, but who's not on the same doesn't see everything exactly the way you
No
do.
lo oye
Pues,
como tú lo oyes.
Same
and he's
wavelength.
just saying that's what I want to hear, man. But you're close, man. And they're like, "What do you mean? I'm doing exactly what you're telling me." It's like, no,
Hmm.
le estás fallando por un poquito, ¿verdad?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
O le falta
Mhm.
esto, and that's the benefit in being able to do
Like
that, man.
Johnny,
Pero
Johnny,
that's
when
awesome,
he
man.
cuando le está fallando, I don't hear it like that, Johnny. And Johnny will say, "No, man, this is the way I'm gonna play it." And
No,
I'll say, I
maybe
look
you
at
want
him. I
to
said,
come do it
"That."
yourself then.
I said, "No." I look at Johnny. That's the way you're gonna play it. I said, well, I better get used to it. I better get used to it.
Dude,
And I
Hey,
do. I
like
have to.
like my shirt says, uh, the beat is what the drummer
What I
says it is,
say it
and
is.
that's it. This is what I say it is, and that's it. Hey, no, buddy. Hey, I wanted to ask you, man. Hey, like in tu familia, or is your dad, your tios, are they musicians también? I mean, does that come
yeah,
from?
yeah. My
They're all
dad was
musicians.
my dad played guitar, and my brother también plays guitar and bajo. He's more, and the dude's good. The dude's really good, but he's more like to himself. Like he's like, man, like he don't really like to show like himself or anything. But
Yeah.
I have a couple primos también that are musicians. One of them's an amazing like jazz drummer, and
Awesome.
Mm.
then the other one's incredible blues guitarist. So
So
yeah.
So
there's a
what?
lot of influence, different influences around
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
what you're going around. That's great.
It
Yes
is.
¿Qué,
sir.
qué, qué estilo, bro? What did you grow up with? What kind of style? Like, as far as music, like conjunto,
Everything,
tejano.
everything. Conjunto, Tejano, classic rock, Black Sabbath.
What?
Yeah, and just everything really. Stevie Ray Vaughan, the Beatles, all kinds of stuff.
That's great, man. To be able to there's benefits. I've mentioned this. I've had it out with people here over this, Johnny. Has it? There's benefits to hearing a lot of different music. You open up to a lot. You know what I mean? There's so many different things that come to mind because you hear so much. Now the downside of that, in my opinion, okay, it's my opinion, is that you might start sampling too much, and instead of being your own, what do you call it, it's because you heard this somewhere or you heard this over there or whatever. It's not a pro or a con, just depends how you view it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't put down anybody. I don't listen to too much music for that particular reason, because I remember when we were recording most of our CDs. I'm going to let you in a little secret here, okay, Daniel? When we recording, oh, do it like this because so and so did it like that. You guys remember that? Oh, the chamacos did it like this. Let's do it like that. Well, I mean, we start to turn into a carbon copy of
Right.
that group instead of let's do what we feel, and it is what it is. So, like I said, I mean, and for what it's worth, guys, we hit with it, right? You know what I mean? So it wasn't that bad.
No, pues sí, ya le gustaba a
Yeah,
la gente, güey. Ya
yes.
sabían lo que estábamos
Saludos,
haciendo.
my brother Izzy. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it, my
No,
man.
buddy. Hey,
Izzy,
let's send a
what's
big
up,
shout out
bro?
go to
Saludos.
Vito, Vito Paerna, Little Ruben, listening too.
What's up,
What's
little
going on, Little
Ruben?
Ruben? Saludos.
Thank you for tuning in,
Report
my
Texas.
brother. All right, Daniel. So when did you start recording? Did you record with somebody else before you started doing your own music? How do you get into being a professional, on the level musician, putting out your music?
Uh, I was in a previous band like 2014, 2015, and we recorded like back in Hacienda when Hacienda was
Okay,
we
yeah,
recorded there, and that was pretty cool. And then after that band only lasted about a year or so, and then I wanted to keep going, and my brother, I had told my brother because our first band that we started with our dad was called Los Arenales. So I
okay,
was like, hey, let's bring Los Arenales back, and we'll try to get some gigs here and there. And then we had played, we had signed up, and we played at Fanfare like in 2015 or so.
that's good.
And then we had met this dude. He was a publisher. We had met him there, and he was like, hey, he had hit me up after, and he was like, hey, have y'all thought about releasing music? And I was like, no, not really. And he was like, well, y'all should, because I liked y'all show, and you really need to get some music out there. And he was like, we'll help you as far as like publishing and distributing and stuff like that. So I
So
was
that
like,
experience with fanfare, that was a positive experience for you.
yes, yes, for
Okay,
sure.
because I'm glad to hear that because usually, guys, you know that we've discussed this in previous shows. Most of them are these days, especially, are don't happen. I mean, they don't render benefits.
Right.
So
Hmm.
what you're discussing, that's exactly what that event was put together to do.
Right.
Exactly what you're discussing there. But more and more, year in, year out, lately, you don't hear too much of that. It's
Yeah.
more just like we just want you to go play, so play for free, and we put you on, bury you on a stage, and oh, maybe you got 15 people there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And what benefit do you gonna get from that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. For
But
sure.
I'm glad that you have a positive memory about that, and it worked for you. So from there, did you get connected with the company, with that group, or how did it go from there?
Yeah. So, of course, at the time, we were, funds were tight, and I knew we needed to get some recordings done. So, like, I want to say, like, after, I want to say, like, before, like, '09 or so, one of my cousins was getting into wanting to record just like acoustic stuff at the house and stuff. So I would help him kind of mess with stuff like that. So I was like, what if I buy some stuff, or what if I like try to do it myself?
Oh yeah.
So I was forget it, like F it, man. Let me just do it. So yeah, I did our recordings and recorded and produced our. We have two albums out under Los Arenales, and that's all my work. So
That's good.
yeah, so that our first album came out like in 2017, and then our second one was in 2021.
Is
So
that
Post. Go
available?
ahead.
Where's that available, man? Is that like on YouTube or something? Y'all have it on YouTube
yeah,
or?
YouTube, Spotify, pretty much
Oh, I mean
everywhere.
on Spotify. Okay,
Yeah,
badass, man.
yeah, Los Arenales. So
Right on, man.
Badass. So Johnny, ask him remember, because you remember when it was in the pandemic with us. I mean, you know what that did. You Daniel, you were talking about, you put out see music before the pandemic and after.
uh-huh.
Johnny, you remember what it was like with us. It was bad. It tore us apart. So I mean, I'm wondering, Daniel, what did that do for you in your music career when that pandemic hit?
Well, I mean, of course, there was no gigging or anything during that time, and um, I mean that was pretty much that was like my side hustle. Um, just it was just hard to stay relevant, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Without
good.
getting out there
It's a
and
good way to
perform.
put it, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I lost
Did
Q for a while there, man, for a couple of years, but I'm glad he's back on board. You see him; he's all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed now. So, hey, that's why we got Puro Potente. We couldn't do Puro Potente in 2021, Johnny. That's not possible.
Hey, bro.
All
How
right, go ahead.
how old are you, bro? I don't even know. You're talking about listening to us and or going. We were talking earlier. You saw us up somewhere in the Big Springs area back in like
yeah.
97, 98, and I was like, man, how old is this guy?
I'm 38 years old.
Oh,
Dude, you
right
must have
on.
been a
Okay, okay,
baby.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
You
he
must have been
was.
a
He was.
baby. Hey,
That's what I was thinking.
were
I was
you
like,
in
wait a
Pampers
minute.
when you went to see us, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I still had the coupon and everything.
Well, man, well, I'm glad you got to see us and you remember us even at your age. So thank you for supporting us back then. And like
For
I said, it's
sure.
a pleasure to have you on. And guys, we're going to feature one of his songs here. Talk a little bit about it. The with D-Man with Jay Sterling. How did that come
Yeah, yeah.
about? How did it work?
So shout out to Jay Sterling, the Sterling team. Um I've known Jay for over 10 years. I know him and his family, like personally. And we had reconnected, and he had wanted me to record accordion on one of his tracks. So since then we kept it going, and then he would show me like his projects that he had recorded, and stuff he had coming up, and he had this one, and I always liked it. And I had told him, no, he was like, yeah, I need to still figure out what to do with it. So then, he would play it again every time I'd go record. He would play it back, and then he was like, you know what? He said, I think I'm just gonna give you this one, let you record it. And what stuck out to me, Q might know what I'm talking about, but it has a little melody part that kind of sounds like My Chemical Romance. I'm not okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Right
Yeah, it
on,
has
man.
like that little melody that it has, and Anthony actually soloed over it. He was like, "Hey, check this out."
Well, bro, when I heard it, dude, when I heard it on Dina's show, right? I was like, man, because that da, 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 it's
Yeah,
just repetitive, the repetitive little note, and I understand why it's made that way because it's very catchy, very simplistic. But when I make a music, I'm like, man, dude, that's a badass solo. You can put a badass fucking Bajo solo there. You know what I mean, dude? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Daniel, that solo, you heard it. It took me about 45 minutes to come up with it because when I'm playing it right,
uh
I
huh,
hear it, I play it, I hear it one way, right? So I play it. And then I go back and I say, okay, let me see where I'm resolving and am I covering anything or we're in unison. So then, oh man, one of the voices playing this note. So I have to change the riff. Oh, that
yeah,
little keyboard part is playing that same note, and I want to create harmony with my melody that I'm playing, my counter
yeah,
melody. So that's why it takes me so long to come up with it because I'm trying to maximize the sound with with your how you resolve. You know what I mean? Try to build that chord when you resolve. And that's why it took me so long. And I said, man, I was like, I'm gonna send it to Daniel, see what he thinks about it, man. I had a
yeah.
good time, and I love this. I love the song. Well, guys, we're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna take a listen to it, and we'll talk a little bit more on the other side. Okay?
No sé por lo que estás pasando y te encontré aquí llorando. Es nuestro amor que está fallando, es nuestro amor el que está muerto. Aquí vamos otra vez, dando vueltas sin interés. Juntos pero estás con otro, me estás moviendo tan loco. Dime si hay un lugar para mí en tu corazón y dame tiempo para curar tu dolor. Quiero más que un te amo y eso te lo prometo. Que sin ti estaré perdido, que tú eres lo que he querido. Dime si tienes algo para mí en tu corazón y dime si estás lista para dejar ese dolor. Quiero más que un te amo y eres lo que estoy esperando y eso te lo prometo, que tú eres lo que he querido. No sé por lo que estás pasando y te encontré aquí llorando. Es nuestro amor que está fallando, es nuestro amor el que está muerto. Aquí vamos otra vez, dando vueltas sin interés. Juntos pero estás con otro, me estás moviendo tan loco. Dime si hay un lugar para mí en tu corazón y dame tiempo para curar tu dolor. Quiero más que un te amo y eso te lo prometo. Que sin ti estaré perdido.
gentlemen, tune in Friday nights at 8 to the Puro Potente podcast on Tejano TV. You can view it by clicking the live podcast link in the Tejano TV app, on Roku TV, on your cell phones, or on the Mas Chingon website. Don't miss an episode. Friday nights at 8. We'll see you in the Potente Studio. Daniel, awesome sound, man. Loved it, brother. I like the popish, how the high cut on the voice at the beginning. I like the sound of the keyboard, the kick drum. I had referenced this to you the last time when I met you on Dina's show. I love the kick drum, that heavy kick drum, dude.
Dude,
Just
that's exactly
congratulations.
what I was gonna say, man. Was I really enjoyed
Oh,
the low end, man, the kick and the bass drum. I mean, the kick and the bass sound badass together, man.
They
yeah,
do.
yeah.
I like,
Chingon that
I like the
bass.
beat.
Yes,
I like the
it's
beat,
a
bro.
very good song.
That
I'm
was,
surprised
Very
you
well
like
done.
it, Johnny, because we already know which one you like over here.
No. But I was listening to it, man, and I was taking a drink of my Kool-Aid, and I was like, oh yeah, I was rocking out. You know,
Kool-Aid.
I like the beat. It's like a real groovy dance song, bro. Real
Well,
groovy, man.
we're not the only ones that like it. Blanca Saavedra suena pegajosa, bonita canción. Daniel Blanca is one of our biggest fans. Esta
Saludos,
muchacha
Blanca.
es una fanática, pero grandísima, siempre nos apoya, and she likes your song. So now she knows who you are. So that's what this is about, Daniel. Getting your
sure.
music heard, because she obviously had never heard your music, but she's a viewer, es una espectadora de nuestro show. She knows your music now. Mission accomplished.
awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And Lawrence, what's up,
Lawrence,
my man?
saludos, brother. How you doing?
Hey.
man?
Saludos.
Juan P. Moreno's gonna be over there, right? At the what's the hideaway? Where's it, Johnny? Hideaway,
Sunday.
was it? Yeah, right?
Sunday, no, the hangout.
The hangout. There you go.
Yeah,
Hangout.
they're having
Juan
it-
said he's gonna be over there. He's gonna be playing with whoever's there. So I said, man,
I'm
when I
gonna
heard
try
it, said,
Where?
I'm gonna
Where's
try to
Houston?
make it out there, dude. Sunday. I'm gonna try to make it out there.
oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
try
get
to
up
go.
there and perform with Juan P. Moreno before we do.
No.
over there.
I just want to go. I haven't seen my boy. Haven't seen Lawrence and Bobby in a while, man. And I want to go
That would
just show a
be-
little
yes.
support, bro. You know.
Of course.
So I hope he feel. I hope,
Wonderful
man. I
support.
hope Lawrence gets better, bro, soon, bro. I hope
Me too,
he
bro.
gets better, man. Saludos,
So,
Lawrence.
Daniel, any other things that we might need to know back, maybe behind the scenes things with this song, or anything that you might want to let the viewers know about this song, experience behind the scenes, anything?
Um, it was definitely something different than what I usually do. As far as I'd never sang like that. Like
Dude,
I'd always
it sounds
just,
good. It sounds good.
Thank you. I've usually just done like conjunto.
So I'm
Well-
saying, I'm figuring Jay's the one who put all those effects and put that high cut and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, hey, he did a great job. And I told you, I said, man, a great job on that. I'd like to meet Jay one day because, like I said, he's pushing, pushing
Mhm.
for a different sound. And I like that. My music, my personal music that I do is edgy as well. We still do what we do with Potente, but when I do my solo projects, I like stuff like this, man. So it'd be
Where
good
was
to meet
that?
him.
Where was that recorded, man?
Here in Big Spring at Sterling Sound Media.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Sterling Sound Media. Awesome. Why does Johnny keep popping in and out? Johnny, what's going on, man? Hey, do we need to go get you one of those cards? Internet
That's,
cards or something? No, we're good.
Nah, I think it's,
Okay.
I think the mosquitoes are biting the lines right now. Ya se andan los zancudos.
Well, wait,
Oye, me
what,
estaban
what
comiendo.
size of
No voy a echar-
zancudos? What size of zancudos do you have in Victoria, brother?
Hey, wait,
Yeah,
no,
They pull you up like that. Ay,
Parecen wasps.
They're taking Daniel away with it. Hey, so
Pterodactyls,
does it rain a
man.
lot of West Texas or no, Daniel?
It has a little more this year, so
Okay.
yeah.
Because Johnny almost needs a boat there, Victoria. It's like raining every other day over there. He shouldn't have bought that goddamn truck
Oh,
and
it-
trailer.
it
He should have
get-
bought a boat.
Man, bro, we get so much. Un pinche barge so I can move dirt. Un pinche barge.
God, I'm telling you. All right, Daniel, we're gonna go ahead and take a listen to your another one, but before we do, let's talk about this one. It says Ocean Avenue. Tell us a little bit about it. And it says feat Joseph
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 Gonzalez.
Joseph
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how did he get onto this project? Did you invite him? How did it all come together?
So, funny story with that one. It's an emo cover. It's by the band Yellow Card, and
Okay.
one of my friends from here, she's a promoter and she promotes like emo shows, and they were gonna do a emo prom night, and she started off with, "Do you do? Do you want to do like karaoke or do you do covers?" And I was like, "I do cumbia covers." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." Because on my TikTok, I have several different videos that I mash the cumbia with the emo, and
Awesome.
showed her one, and she was like, "This is cool." She was like, "Can I show my friend?" So he's like the main promoter or whatever. So she showed him, and this dude was like, "Oh yeah." She was like, he was like, "I followed this guy. This dude's, he's really good." And then she was like, "Well, that's my friend." And he was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "He's from here?" She was like, "Yeah."
They
I
didn't
was
even know you played, huh? You
like,
performed.
book him. He's on the next show. So I was like, "All right." So I had to get some more songs together to play at this show. And I was like, "Let me do Ocean Avenue." And then so I hit up Joseph's a good friend of mine. He's from Corpus, and
Hmm.
freaking amazing.
He is an awesome musician. And you
Yeah,
know what? I'm going to tell you what, because I've seen him for some time. And I've never really talked with him, but Johnny had told me he's real cool. And I watch a
yeah,
lot of his stuff. I mean, he'll play some of the cartoon stuff like me. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
he must be really bored like me to be playing cartoons and shit. But I'm like, man, this guy plays them badass on the bajo and the
yeah.
bass, the accordion. I'm like, dude, this guy is smooth. And
No,
on top of that, I reached out to him and talked to him a little bit about what, because he would take pictures, and I was surprised, amazingly surprised that, what do you call it, pleasantly surprised that he was such a down to earth guy.
yeah, yeah,
Because a lot of times, some of these, if you're a better musician, I consider him to be a very, very good accordion player, mind
yeah,
you. Okay, and
Yeah.
his attitude doesn't go with it, because this guy
yeah.
is like, he doesn't even play. That's the way when you talk with him, he's like, I don't even play,
The
and the
dude's
guy's
really
phenomenal.
smart too. Like he's super smart.
Yes.
And but yeah, it's like I was getting the song together, and I was like, "Hey, dude," and I was like, "I'm getting some tracks ready for a show," and I was like, "I need accordion on this one because it was in a different tono than what I play with," and
Yeah.
I was like, you want to lay down accordion?" He was like, "Yeah, for sure." So he laid it down. I mixed it and everything, and I was like, "This is too good to not be heard by everybody else." So I was like, "Do you mind if I release this and I'll put you as a featured artist?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it." So yeah, that's him on the accordion.
Well,
Looking forward
that's
to
awesome, and I'm glad. Q, you have anything to say before
No, well,
we
now,
get into this?
now I'm looking forward to hearing. I want to hear all about this, man. I've heard
Hey,
that song before, though. Yeah,
yes, hey,
I
Johnny.
saw when you pulled
I
it up. I
know
was
that
like,
Q
is that
doesn't
the
know
same one? But it
who
is.
Joseph is.
You're right. I have no idea who it
Man,
is.
when I
I'm not gonna lie.
I met Joseph. I met Joseph here in Victoria, bro. And you know my nephew DJ, the one that plays
Mhm.
accordion. He's a big he follows Joseph, right? Well, when I met him here at Breezy's, he was here playing with the 181 boys,
Mhm.
and I met him, bro. He and I told him, and man, bro, this guy was down to earth,
Yes.
bro. I mean, I had just met him, and man, we talked like we knew each other. And I told him, hey, bro, I said my nephew follows you on
All heart,
TikTok. He's a
brother.
big fan of yours, man. And he said, oh, what's your nephew's name? I said, DJ Martinez. Oh yeah, hey man, let's take a picture and make him jealous. So we took a picture together, dude.
Yes,
And we sent it
I
to him.
I've
He said,
never
let's
met
make
him
him
in
jealous,
person, but
man.
I can't wait to meet him
So
because it's a buen corazón el vato. He really is. You
Yeah,
can tell.
yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah.
congratulations on what do you call it, featuring him on this song, and we're gonna go ahead and take a listen, and we'll talk more about it after we take a listen. Okay, guys?
Oh yeah.
All right, brother.
There's a place on Ocean Avenue where I used to sit and beach in our bare feet. We were both 18 and it felt so right. Sleeping all day, staying up all night. Staying up all night. If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this town and run forever. Let your waves crash down on me and take me away, yeah, yeah. There's a piece of you that's here with me. It's everywhere I go, it's everything I see. When I sleep, I'm dreaming it gets me by. I can make believe that you're here tonight. That you're here tonight. If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this town and run forever. No some way, somehow we'll be together. Let your waves crash down on me and take me away, yeah. I remember the look in your eyes when I told you that this was goodbye. You were begging me not tonight, not here, not now. We're looking up at the same night sky and keep pretending the sun will not rise. We'll be together for one more night, so wait somehow. If I could find you now, things would get better. We could leave this town and run forever. No some way, somehow we'll be together. Let your waves crash down on me and take me away, yeah.
Bro, that accordion's on point, bro.
Awesome, man. Awesome. What
You
I
tore
liked
it
about
up.
it, when you're talking about listening to Joseph, listen how smooth he is in the middle music. It's not very complex, but very smooth.
That,
Uh-huh.
Very smooth. It
Yep.
just goes
bro,
with tocó lo que
that
necesitaba tocar, didn't ruin the song.
Yeah.
Bien compuesta,
that
especialmente con el acordeón.
that
Congratulations on that and having Joseph do that.
that
Yeah, dude. He definitely.
that accordion's on point, bro. That accordion's smooth, clean, man, dude, and it's the rhythm,
I like it.
badass, dude. Good job, man. Yeah, Daniel,
Thank you,
good
bro.
job, and the song's badass, man.
Appreciate
I
it.
like it.
Keep
I
it
like it.
up, doing those songs because they have a different vibe because
Yeah.
they're not sí la estás tocando acompañando como una cumbia,
Uh-huh.
pero la tonada
Yeah. The melody and everything.
that's
Yeah.
not a harmony that you
Hey,
usually hear
hey,
in
Daniel,
this genre.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
did you do the second voice
Yeah.
también? First and
Yep.
second, or somebody
Nah,
else did the
primera,
second? You
segunda.
did. Good job, bro.
Yeah,
Eso también fue.
you know how I hit the
Sounded
high
good, man.
notes?
Good job, man.
You know how I
What?
hit the high
Yeah.
notes?
How?
Yeah.
Like that.
Ah, huevo, ojito.
Hey, you use Studio One, right?
Oh,
I barely started using Studio One actually.
Dude, we use Studio One. Phenomenal, bro. Don't worry. You
Yeah.
don't need to squeeze this. Just get close and you'll fix it, bro. Badass.
Con
No,
el
I mean,
falsetto.
dude, it's let me ask you something since you're talking about that. Falsetto, it's very weird. My brother's always been able to do it for years. This cat,
Mhm.
that's why he's a segundero. He can take what he's doing and then smooth it out when because that's what the key to falsetto is, making sure that your regular voice is similar sound to the falsetto.
Uh-huh.
So when you transition, you don't really tell. I could never do that. Here in my older age, I'm approaching 50 and I'm barely learning how to sing. Q's had it down since he was 20. So is that something that you have you worked on that? How do you get around that?
I don't really use my falsetto voice.
Come
Uh,
on, Daniel. Hey, you're still young, bro. Hey, I'm 40 in my late 40s and I'm barely learning, so it's not too late for you, my man.
hey, but I've noticed like uh when I'm now, well, like now that I hit the higher notes and stuff like that, I'll notice that like after like maybe 30 minutes to an hour of doing it, I start getting like all ronco and stuff.
Well, let me tell you. Go ahead, Q. You have anything to say, Q, on this?
uh, dude, I don't know what it is, man. I can't sing the way I used to sing. I just can't hit the high notes like I used to. But Anthony's right. I learned a long time ago how to master transitioning from your head voice or your normal voice to a falsetto, and in such a way that doesn't that it's virtually undetectable. You know what I mean?
Undetectable. Yeah.
So
Wow.
most people won't know that you've gone from one to the other. Aside from the fact that when you're singing, you can usually see your veins and your muscles, with pushing out what you're
Right.
singing, and with falsetto don't necessarily need to do that. So if you look at people's neck and their throat, you can see when they kind of transition from that head
Like
voice,
when they're
normal voice to
straining and when they're
it's
not.
very, of course, but
Well,
that's
I'm.
por eso
Go ahead.
crezco la barba para que no
Para
vean
que no se
que.
ve. Para que no se ve. No. On another note, check this out. Because see, you said you're 38 years old, so you're about to that point because we've already been there. Okay, so we know the road that lies ahead for you, specifically as a vocalist, and as your hands start to hurt and you can't be as fast as you once were.
Hey,
The transition that you're going to go through. So we know, and this is all going to happen for you over the next 4 to 5 years. You're going to say, "Oh, this is real." Okay, well, let me tell you, it's going to be very important for you to learn how to dial back on that vocal and use falsetto. I never liked it. I hated it. But
uh-huh.
now in my older age, you just said it. You me pongo ronco. It's funny. I don't no me pongo tan ronco because I learned how to pinch and what's it called? Relax my throat and use falsetto so I can use my voice in the lower notes. I start to pinch as I rise up and get it in the ballpark. So when I use falsetto, it all meshes in. But this
Wow.
is this is work that you got to put in. And if you want to continue to sing and specifically live shows, it's going to be a necessary transition. If not, what you're saying, you're going to be ronco in the first 30, 40 minutes of every show. And it,
Does it
dude,
sound
it
like Mark
sucks.
Simpson?
It sounds, dude, it's so, oh, you're losing your voice. I'm like, dude, no, I'm that way. You don't even want to sing, bro. I know that.
Yeah. Or you start arranging your set list. I'm gonna save this one for this.
you're
Exactly.
absolutely
That's
right.
exactly. Hey, you can tell this guy has done it a time or two, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Johnny,
I
Johnny
tell
barely
Anthony, what?
started getting. Johnny barely started getting ronco. I was like, "What? Johnny's getting ronco? What are you talking about? It's unbelievable. He never gets ronco."
I tell Anthony, I was like, hey man, we'll be going over a set list. Like, hey, this is what the list looks like. I'm like, hang on one second, bro. Esto no la vamos a cantar right after that one, way. I said, no, we're gonna do one in the first set and one in the second set, and that's it,
Hey,
man.
but Q, when you have a good night, tíramela la que sea, no hay pedo, güey. Every night, every
No,
once in
but
a time.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, when you're having
canto
a good night, pues
cualquiera, güey.
tienes que aprovechar de eso, bro. It's whatever.
Hey, hey,
What's
hey,
up?
Anthony, pero ya cantando when I'm singing y luego de repente at the end of the night me dices, hey, canta la puerta negra.
There you
Ah,
go.
madre,
Hey, what do you
okay,
say?
I'll sing
E
it.
flat.
Pero
We
ya
need it
ando
in the D.
ronco.
Oh, that leads me to my next question, Daniel. You said that this song was in a different key, one that you don't normally play in. So, what key? Do you remember offhand
You
what
know
key
what?
that
I don't
was?
even remember.
Hey, you don't want to remember what he's saying. He's like, hey, we play our latest Arrepentete. We played in an F sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that on an F accordion. So that's why you
I
get
think that
a you
sounds about right.
yeah,
I think
it
that's what it
has a
was.
very
That's cool.
unique sound. We played it in F sharp. My brother, he did a great job on it. He's done a couple of songs back in the days on F sharp, but that's not a key that most people perform on an F. And we only
Yeah.
have an F accordion, so you know he made it work. So that's why I was wondering if you knew which one it was. But I'll go when we get off the show. I'm gonna go say, let me go see what key this is in.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
Hey, Esteban, he's gonna start. Oh man, it's one of he's
Hey,
seven
there
minutes
you
into it,
go.
man. I was gonna
The
start
third
get
mode
his
of
jabber
the.
already.
I'm gonna
He
get you some
recorded
lingo
this
there.
on the. He recorded this when the moon was on the sunny side of the hills of
Hey,
Ocean Drive.
Q.
Ocean
He
Drive.
recorded it in the sunny side
The
of Ocean
planets
Drive.
aligned that night.
That's right. Exactly.
Q. On another note, did you hear that little piece that I sent you of Te Fuiste?
I did, man, but I was half asleep when I heard it. I
Well,
listened
you
to it
should
like two
hear it
times, and
because you remember
ahorita
before we
I
do
didn't
that.
have
Before we
my
get to that,
headphones on though. Yeah.
Brian Guerrero. What's up, Daniel?
What's up,
Brian
man?
Guerrero. And we have here before we move on to
Salud.
another song. Dina
Yeah, take
says,
some
"Thank
of
you,
those.
Dina, for tuning in. Do you have a special memory of Ocean Avenue recording it? I'm assuming she's talking.
Just the song in itself is a trip down memory lane. I grew up. I went through high school with that song, and of course, just like just brought back memories of before adulting.
Well, I'm glad it had a nostalgic feeling, and
Oh
congratulations.
yeah.
Like I said, it was a wonderful song. Love the collaboration. Also, Q. Before we get off, I want to hit on this because I took that piece because I was remembering, couldn't remember the song too much, right? And I was messing around with Daniel's doing his an extra, what do you call it, solo for his, and I said, you know what, I remember that, and I was talking with Sanchez, and he says secondary dominant chords not going to their corresponding chord and how that works out. I've heard that
Here we
with
go.
Juan P. Moreno, one of his
Yeah.
songs. Hold on, and then so I went back to Te Fuiste, and because there's a story behind this, guys. Remember when Hugo was in the studio? Remember Q?
Yeah.
And we were telling him we were in B flat. We went to the tercera, and he said, "No, carnal, chords that's for chords." And you said, "No, not in this song." Because it was a secondary dominant chord six, but it went to the four. Well, actually, we went to the four, but it actually went to the two, and that's why I did that riff. That's why I sent it to you. If you go to the two chord, which they can be interchanged, dude, it was a phenomenal riff, and I did a diminished riff that led us back into the next secondary dominant chord. It was phenomenal. But I sent it to you, man. I knew, but you're half asleep, so you're like, "What the hell is
I
this
was
dude
half
sending me?
asleep and I heard it.
What is this guy sending me?"
I wasn't sure what you were sending me. And then I was like,
Uh,
I think that sounded like Te Fuiste. And I listened to it again. I was like,
and you're
I don't
probably
have my
saying,
headphones on. I can't hear
You're
it.
probably
Going
saying,
back to
"What
sleep.
the hell is he listening to Te Fuiste for?"
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, why the hell is he putting
I
music
know.
like that?
Why is he
Are
listening to
we
some
recording
bolero?
that, or are we
Are
playing
we
that
open to
live?
play
Or
that? Well, guys, in this segment, I want to go ahead and plug para toda la raza de Monterrey. Vamos a estar en el Corral junto con Juan P. Moreno, Tony Tigre Science, el gran retorno de Potente y Rainbow Music. So if you are in Monterrey, raza, 2 semanas, faltan 2 semanas y queremos ver todos los fanáticos anteriores, nuevos, que quieren escuchar la música de Potente. ¿Cómo se oye el grupo en vivo hoy? Va a ser un show tremendo, un espectáculo que no se van a querer perder, raza. One more time, Juan P. Moreno, Tony Tigre Signs, Potente and Rainbow Music. ¿Qué dice Blanca aquí? Bacha. Y lo puso en inglés. My
My
God,
God.
waiting for the day to enjoy that again. Vamos a tomar fotos, Blanca, como en los tiempos pasados. Va a ser una experiencia para nosotros. Lo hemos estado esperando desde 2020, 5 años, pero se parece que finalmente se sentó la fecha. Pero con la suerte que tenemos nosotros, Q, ya sabes, puede pegar un
no,
huracán
pues
o
es
tornado.
lo que dije yo. Dije, mira,
Hey, and
tengo todo el año para enfermarme. Y mi cuerpo se espera hasta 3 semanas anterior para ponerme malo con todo lo que tengo, no sé qué.
Pero no le hace, vato. ¿Sabes qué? When the lights shine brightest, we perform best. So I think we're gonna do just fine. Yes. So once again, Raza, be there. And para los fanáticos aquí de los estados, we're gonna try. Vamos a transmitir en vivo en nuestros canales, Facebook, YouTube, en Tejano TV. Vamos a estar transmitiendo en vivo el show para que toda la agencia, la audiencia, la gente aquí de los estados también puede ver el show en vivo porque va a ser un show especial que no se van a querer perder. And we want everybody here, our family and friends and fans here from the States, to see it as well. Q might be a little bit late. If you really want to see it, man, stay up. It's going to be a show you ain't going to want to miss.
It's on a Friday night. You don't have anything else to do on a Friday night. Chele ganas.
Just going to start
Yeah,
the
it's
weekend
a
early,
holiday.
baby. That's all.
That's right.
Start right there. Look what we got here. Jay
El
Sterling.
Look at that. This is Jay Sterling.
Saludos, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Yes,
Saludos,
it's
Jay.
been a pleasure having Daniel on and getting to know some of his background and listening to his music. And we hope, Daniel, we hope that this is not the last time that you come on here,
No,
maybe towards the end of the
whenever, man.
year after you put on some other singles and do some shows. We want to hear about it. Come and tell our viewers what you've been up to. Right now, we're just getting to know you. Later on this year, we're going to see what you've been up to in your music career and your performances. Guys, we got one more, and this is Johnny's favorite. Okay, Johnny, you want to introduce this one?
Oh man, Daniel, I just got to say, man, I've listened to this song earlier, and buddy, man, I was, I'm a conjunto guy, and when I heard it, I was like, man, it's got that conjunto flavor. I love it, love the sound, good job on it. I mean, all the songs, but this one right here caught my eye. And Corazón,
Cobarde.
what's it called? Corazón
Corazón cobarde.
Cobarde.
Yes, see, Daniel, he's the conjunto guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see what I like. And Q, if you get him going, we'll start Relámpagos, Ramon Ayala, and Cachorros. You see how we're so unique, but yet we perform together, and that's kind of the mystique of Potente. I like this edgy stuff here. Q likes the
Yeah.
regional mexicano. Johnny likes the hardcore conjunto. And when you blend it together, what do you get, guys? Potente.
Potente.
That's it, baby.
No.
Well, guys, we're gonna take a look at this last video, and we'll talk about it on the other side, guys. Okay?
Hi, Monica.
Jay Sterling says, "Fire, baby." Damn right, it's fire. All this boy's music. It's a pleasure to have him on. What's up, Monica? Thank you for tuning in. It's been a while since you've been here, Monica, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
No seas cobarde, dile la verdad, que tú ya no la quieres. Dile que tú no la quieres ver llorar, no la quieres ver sufrir por tan gran dolor. Explícale cómo recuerdas que pasó cuando ese otro corazón te robó todo tu amor. Dile que jamás la olvidarás y que siempre tú estarás a su lado. Dile que jamás la olvidarás y que siempre tú estarás a su lado. Y que soy ese acordeón. Puro. Daniel Fantasma. Explícale cómo recuerdas que pasó cuando ese otro corazón te robó todo tu amor.
I like that harmony at the end. Very, very good.
Hell
Very,
yeah,
very
man.
good. Awesome. Oh, fuck. I gotta cut this up. And
Come on,
I
man.
forgot to cut the volume. You see, it's hard to produce the show and host the show at the same time. So I
Hey,
understand this. Hey, go
hey,
ahead.
What's
Daniel.
up?
Daniel, if we ever make it, if we ever make it to West Texas and we share the stage, bro, I'm gonna get up there
There
and play
you
that
go,
song
Oh,
for
Daniel.
y'all,
heck
man.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like that
dude,
song,
for
bro.
You
sure.
got it, ready.
That,
And he knows it now.
I like,
I'm
and you
gonna
know, yeah, I
I'm
like
gonna
it,
go
man.
back to, man. I
I like
really
it.
enjoyed the mix, man. I think you got a really good mix, man.
It
It's got
is
a lot of low end. It's got a
to
lot of low end, a
the
very
style.
punchy bass. Yeah, and
Thank you,
I
thank
really
you.
like the mix, man. I'm a big mix guy. If the mix sucks, I'm like, man, I
Ay,
can't even listen to
ya,
it,
ya
man.
estás
Pero
como yo. No oyes, güey. Estamos sordos de viejos, güey.
that's why I wear these, man. So I
I
can
Yeah,
know.
hear.
yeah,
So we gotta let
yes.
Rolly or somebody else fix our
Hey,
shit, man.
yeah,
What's up?
ya
Ya
estamos
estoy muy ruco,
rucos, como
Johnny. Ya
dice,
estoy muy
ya estamos
ruco.
rucos.
Let's check some of the comments, guys. Daniel, we got Susie De Leon. Ay.
What's up, Susie?
All right, Daniel. Susie De Leon, thank you for tuning in. We got one more here. Look at check this one. Okay, we got hearts here. Daniel, Patty.
Patty.
Oh yeah, that's my
Yeah,
tia. Shout out to my tia.
Oh,
There
right on,
you
man.
go.
Oh yeah.
I got a good one here, guys. I got a good one here. Check
saludos.
this one out. And the
Ooh,
answer is, of course,
dude, yes.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Hey,
Hell
okay,
yeah,
hold on,
Big
man.
Daniel.
fan.
Daniel, check it out. You use Studio One. What does Jay use?
He's a logic guy, I think.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
man,
really.
no, 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 no. We need Studio One, baby. No, it's okay. We'll send stims to him. It's all right, man.
Yeah,
We'll
there we
figure it
go.
out. Yes, Jay, that would be awesome, man. You guys let me know what you think, and Daniel, we'll be in touch. Talk
Heck
with
yeah.
Jay. Talk with Jay. See what he thinks. What you guys kick around some ideas, and we're pretty open with it. You know what I mean? It would be great to be able to collaborate with you guys. Y'all
Yeah,
actually y'all are
sure.
a team already, so you guys got your vibe, we got our vibe. We'll send the sessions back and forth and see what comes with it. You know what I mean?
I've
For
got a
sure.
question,
Dude, that'd
man.
be sick.
I've
Go
got a
ahead.
question, bro. Porque I think before this was probably before we started the episode here. We were talking about the heart in the hand, and you said there was a cool story behind that, man. I want to
Let's
hear that
hear that
story.
cool story.
Oh,
Let's hear that cool story.
so the funny thing with that one is I was I use I use the heck out of AI. Like I love the whole idea. Like I'd mess with that thing like all day long. So I wanted something to go with the song, right? And then so I typed in some of the lyrics. I was like, hey, some of the lyrics to the song, and they were like, you should. It gave me like ideas of like a script of what I should look for like to do or whatever. And I was like, so it shot up that image of a dude holding the heart like that, and I was like, dude, that looks so like good. And I was like, uh, I need to put my face on there.
My face on there.
That's my face, but that ain't my body.
Ay, 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 wait. Hey, no, hey, if you wouldn't have told that story, nobody would have known. How's that?
Bring up that. Let me see that again, man.
Okay,
Bring
hold
up
on.
the
Let's bring it
video
up. Let's
and
bring
don't,
it
don't put it on. Just pause it.
Now, like, now that you know, you're gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Let's bring it up. Okay, there we go. There we go. Check it out, Q. Hey, I'm glad you shared that here in Puro Potente, man. Thank you so much, brother. That
I
is
love it,
awesome.
man. I love it. Yeah.
It's okay because that's what the little shows are about, man. We need to see what are the little tiny things that you do that we as artists do that a lot of the general public doesn't ever get to hear about it. That's what
Yeah.
makes these podcasts and these interviews so interesting. And Daniel, we want to thank you for sharing that with us here on Puro Potente. We really appreciate it. Let's take here.
Mm.
We got Jay. We got Jay commenting here. Come on, got this, guys. Q, take this one.
Jay says I'm an original song type of dude. We're gonna make sure it's one for the ages. Yeah, bro, I'm an original kind of guy too, man. I really enjoy playing other people's stuff. It's fun and to kind of see what direction you can take it. But man, there's nothing like originals, man, because the creativity is boundless, man. You go wherever you want with the song. You do whatever you want. So yeah,
Don't
man, I'm all for original music, bro. Chile ganas,
don't
yeah, hell
tell
yeah.
me that, boy. We'll be moding out this way and moding out. You might think it's Metallica and what do you call it, Bon Jovi with all of the what's it called, with all of the mode changes and shit. Here, replying to Jay, I'm open to collaborate with anyone and everyone. Let's make it happen. Jay,
Hell
of
yeah, bro.
course, man. Let's do it now. We're talking with Daniel. Jay, you're next, man. Come on, bro. Send me a message here. You're next, Jay. We want you on here. We want to get your perspective of all the music and your insight on your music. Shoot me a message so we can have you on the show. It would be
Hell
wonderful.
yeah, man.
And of course, we can talk more about the collaboration then. Guys, we're about an hour and 10
Yeah.
minutes in. Gentlemen, it was a phenomenal show. Look at, oh, here. Where's Sylvester?
It's back
Daniel,
there.
Sylvester is his, what is it, support
My
animal, or what is it?
Oh,
Emotional
emotional
support.
support otter.
mira,
There you go.
My guy, man. He's got his
Yeah.
own card and
Hey,
everything.
if you
Look
hadn't
at that.
seen our, was it best? No, it's the Arrepétate video. He came out in there. He's on the
Yeah,
stage behind
hey,
us.
he's on the stage, bro.
He's on the stage behind us. Yes. Daniel, thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna go say this again. I'm glad how we did this. Host to artist, no promoters, no managers. We don't need anybody. We don't need to be paying anybody to get us connected.
right.
This is how it
True.
should be, and this is for any of the artists that are viewing. And if you know any artists who would love to come on Puro Potente for an interview, all you need to do is reach out to myself, reach out to Johnny. I would tell you to reach out to Q, but you would never get a
I
response.
was just
So
you beat me to it. You can
you would
reach
never
out to
get a
me,
response. So if you
you're
want a
gonna be
response,
reaching out
send
to
it to
dates.
myself, send it to Johnny, and we will get back with you with the date. And we would love to have any artists here because this is what we talk about, having special stories, sharing them, the artists' stories with our viewers, and get building networking, like Q says, getting everybody's name out there. From this point on, we're going to tell everybody. We talk about Daniel Fantasma. Check it out. We have an episode. Check out his music. So that's how we take it forward. Blanca, she heard it. Now she knows Daniel Fantasma. So, and she likes the music. And that's what this is all about. So, Daniel, thank you one more time. Guys, would y'all like to despedirse de él?
Yeah, Daniel, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, man. I got to get to know you a little bit, and obviously I got introduced to some of your music, man. And puro pa adelante, bro. Échale ganas, man. Sigue igual como estás, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. And
Thank
we're
you,
looking
man.
forward to working with you, man. Soon,
For
we'll do a
sure.
collaboration. Yeah, man, we'll make it happen, brother. Aunque sea back and forth with sending stems back and forth, or if we can get together. I'm a more like together in the same studio kind of
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Man, and we're gonna have to
Yeah,
take a
Hey,
trip, a
hey,
weekend out
is
to
that a road
yeah,
West
you
trip?
know,
Texas.
Is that a
you
road trip?
never know.
I hear a road
Yeah,
trip,
road
guys.
trip.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
man, I'm
drive to
looking
West
forward to
Texas,
that,
fellas.
bro. Hell yeah.
Hey,
No, for
Daniel,
sure. Go
gracias,
ahead.
man. Thank you, Daniel, for coming on the show, buddy. Good job, man, on all you music, man. Keep up the good work, bro. And man, hard work pays off, bro. And hey, I'm gonna take you up on
Absolutely.
that offer, bro. Next time, we meet up
Dude,
and y'all jam,
Sabes.
and
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get up here, man. I would love to jam that song with you, man. I like it, man. And good job, bro. And man,
Thank
keep
you.
it up, man.
Hey,
We got go
thank
ahead.
y'all.
No,
Thank
no.
y'all. I mean,
Go
it's
ahead, Daniel.
crazy growing up, listening to you guys, going to see y'all perform, and now I'm on your show, and it's cool. Like that.
In those days, Daniel, we didn't even know we were gonna have a show. Okay, we didn't know what was gonna be going on this many years later.
we thought
Thanks, dude.
we
But
thought
thank
we were
you.
gonna be on the
Don't-
stages over there with the
Yeah,
inflable
we thought we'd
singing
still
El
be on
Recuerdo.
stages. Yes, and we got Sterling telling, "I got you. Give me a date, brother. I'll hit you up in the next few days. I will message you, and we will put something in the books, and that would be great. Maybe we might even have Daniel on too. It once, so we can get both y'all at the same time. That would be great. You guys know I don't
Yeah.
like to bring an artist back quickly, but this is Jay's interview, and we'll bring Daniel in so that they can give talk about their music and their careers intertwined. Antes de irnos, saludos para JIC Crossing, saludos compadre, nos vamos a ver en Monterrey, ¿sí o
Saludos,
no?
yeah, muy pronto, dos
Muy
semanas,
pronto.
3 semanas,
En 2 semanas, mucho éxito potente. Aquí estamos apoyando lo mejor de la onda tejana. Eso, muchísimas gracias, mi amigo. Dina, what does it say here? Great meet and great guys. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate that.
Tina.
Daniel, one more time. Thank you so much. We're gonna be talking, like I said here, because obviously I think this is we're gonna talk this into existence. All
For
right,
sure.
Potente, Daniel, and what do you call it? Jay. We'll let Jay put it all together. Q, you and Daniel will figure out what y'all gonna do in accordions. I don't know. We'll figure something out, and we'll put something out real cool for everybody. And of course, we will have it here on Puro Potente, where
Oh yeah.
everything is potente. Hasta la próxima, raza.
Love you guys.
Saludos.
Bye.